I'd like to discuss a different aspect of quality. Our text is a history of managing for quality and talks about what's happened in the past. But I'd like to talk a little bit about present day quality and projects. And I'd like to introduce you, if you're not already familiar with the concept of the quality triangle. Now, the quality triangle is something, or is called by different names. It's called by the iron triangle, scope triangle, and if you Google it, you can get all kinds of different definitions for it. But the quality triangle basically encompasses time and cost and scope. Those three things go into each and every project. I want to talk a few minutes about the quality triangle, and I'll give a couple examples. I think it can best be illustrated by using some tables. Let's assume we have a scope, whatever it is, 100 widgets. We need to produce this 100 in a time frame of 12 months at a cost of $100K. Well, if we increase the scope 200 widgets, we would naturally think we're going to go up to 24 months and 200K. And that's sort of what the cost would be when you do that. What about it if we keep the same scope, cut the time in half? Well, if you cut the time in half, you're probably going to increase the cost quite a bit. You're going to have to hire more people, more software, whatever it might be. You're going to increase the cost. Same philosophy applies if you decrease the time to 4 months. You're going to have to do it 3 times as more quickly, and you would say it'd go to 300K. What about the scope when you cut it in half? Well, again, there's a lot of variations here, but the scope, well, you'd have to say you got to cut time and then the cost associated with that also. In conclusion, the quality triangle is only meant to give a visual representation of the main qualities involved in a project. Every project has to have these particular items taken into account. Some of the projects, say for NASA or your environmental and pharmaceutical or maybe nuclear, quality is a higher rated, and the cost and time will go up. But you must look at each of these items when you're performing and working in the industry and working to meet the demands of the customer and your employer.